I'm going to start this video with this particular message. While any acceptance of error is appreciated and it is the game's prerogative to give compensation or whether not to give compensation, however, this, what I'm watching, is tantamounts to not getting any compensation because any player who plays the game would have pulled way more than 5 tokens. 5 tokens are useless because 10 tokens are required. Challenge coins are required to do one pull. So compensation always has a value to be put to use immediately. That's it. So small giants, I don't know whether you guys are actually gamers or are guys who know how to operate a computer and they were just hired in whatever way, because any gaming company understands this much, that you give an appropriate compensation or you keep your mouth shut. What else? Because this is not something which really can be put to use. That's point number one. Point number two, this should have been done during the game when the Opera challenge event was on. You knew about this on day one. Even though you all were sleeping, you knew about this for sure on day two. Let's assume that you missed it. You 100% knew about this on day three. So you roll this out during the event as a compensation, apologizing and saying, guys, use these coins during the competition and during the challenge event and make the player base feel happy. See, I'm helping you guys think straight. Enough of helping you guys. Let's talk to the players. So, portal opens up. New heroes. Let's look at each of them. Iga, legendary. The quality of graphics itself is not up. Let's see if there is any animation. No, that I will get to know only if I have the hero. Okay, so let's look at this. Obviously, the stats have gone through the roof. They are 1275. Attack, defense, health is low. That's where my attention went first. So this is a holy legendary cleric class. This is now available to 1, 2, 3 heroes. I think it was available earlier also, or they rectified, I remember. And character has innate resistance against incoming negative effects and damage from minions. So that's that. Kunai at ninja speed. 3 charges. Summons a Kunai fiend for the target. Fiend at such a speedy speed is useful, but it's only impact 1. Kunai absorb blah blah and explodes after 3 turns, dealing a massive damage. Okay, so that's impact 1. Targeted nearby. Same. Daily 175. So basically the attack numbers have been increased and explodes after 3 turns, which means you need to have your fiend solution ready. And the last one, of course, is fiend for all enemies, and there is a daily 200% attack whack and explodes after 3 turns and 2250. Okay, so now it's the hybrid one, and from that particular perspective, basically you need to have speedy thing. I look at, as I say about the tower heroes, especially the ones with 3 charge. First and the second charge gets used the maximum. Third charge, rarely. And if you're using the third charge, then either this is the only hero that is alive or you've already won the game. I mean, won that duel or whatever that process is. And you have the luxury of waiting it out till the third charge. Having said that, so I would use basically the first and keep planting on different ones as a strategy. But I doubt whether I'll get this because I'm not going to be pulling. So I would say good, interesting, thinking based hero. That's it. Ega. Let's look at Tora. Ranger, dark hero. We know this. And now we know this also. Stats. The attack and defense seems to be good. Health has been kept low for whatever reasons. Let's look at Hunt for Prey at ninja speed. Deals 400% damage to the target. Okay, impact 1. Minion deals additional 35% damage for each minion or mega minion owned by enemies. Up to 750 in total. Attack bypasses defensive buffs. Okay, this is for target and nearby, and mega minion whacks are coming. And then this one is for all. It's the same language script, I will say, which I have said in case of Iga. First and second will get used. And the solution for mega minion comes in the form of damage, because mega minions are really beefy and hence this higher damage. The language needs to be sorted out. Deals additional 35% damage for each minion or mega minion owned by the enemies, up to 750 damage in total. How the hell is 750 calculated is what needs to be explained, because it needs to be clarified. I can make an assumption that there can be 3 minions, but the 3 minions will primarily be at 105%. You add, it's 505. Or there can be just 1 mega minion. There cannot be 3 mega minions. Can there be? And if there are 3 mega minions also, 35% damage for each minion or mega minion. So 1 mega minion will be 435%. So how is this 750 damage in total calculated? I'm not able to read anywhere anything. So small giants, you need to do, or maybe it's there on the forum. So check that out. In, out, and there is one more, Nomad. So that's a fire legendary, fighter class, ability to revive. We know this, we know this. It's the same pattern, 1248, this. Silent takedown at ninja speed. Deals 400% damage to the target, deals 600% damage if the target has less than 50% health, so higher. Damage bypasses target's minions. If the target, but it has not written mega minions, so it bypasses target's minions, not the mega minions. If the target is defeated by the attack, all allies get plus 20% mana generation for 2 turns. So they don't get plus 20% mana. They get plus 20% mana generation buff. Second charge, 425, 638, and plus 30% mana gen. Last, which is the third charge, 450%, 675, and plus 40%. So third one is absolutely shitty and useless. The first charge itself is good enough. You can look at the 1800. If you get the hero and are going to are serious in playing this game, you'll obviously resource the hero up. With that kind of a stuff, the first one can keep hammering away. What could also happen is first charge, 400%, bang. Second charge, second time the first charge should be less than 50%, 600%, bang. So by the time you go anywhere further, the first charge itself has sorted things out. So there you are. Cool? To an extent, the second one is also useful, but I don't see a huge difference. Just 25% and 38%. And I will need to do, excuse me, 2 plus matches to be able to reach that charge. Whereas 2 matches will get me this. So this hero is going to be useful, very useful on this, primarily because of the trickiness of the special. Because less than 50% health gives a much bigger hammer. There you are. Nomad. So, Chikao. So, let's look at that. Monk. Know this. Know this. Let's remove this. Attack seems to be on the lower side. Defense seems to be on the higher side. Let's see why. Fatal Dreams at Ninja Charge. Dispels buffs from the enemies on the edge of the enemy formation. Deals 300% damage to the enemies on the edges of the enemy formation. This is fantastic at ninja speed. All enemies on the edges of the enemy formation fall asleep and receive plus 60% increased damage while sleeping. Wow. So 300%. Dispels buffs, gives a whack, puts them to sleep, and increases their damage. That's a lot, in 2 matches at first charge. Second, deals 485%. So this is a significant damage increase from 300 to 485. And of course does the same. Puts them to sleep and increases their damage by plus 80%. And the last one is 900. Wow, if that happens, great. But I foresee, so over here, having the second charge is useful, but I would still use the first charge to put them to sleep, give them damage, and increase the damage while the second charge is getting ready. Second charge will be a snipe shot because already that ailment is over there and blah, blah, blah. The sleeping character cannot gain mana or attack. The sleeping target is woken once it takes damage, which could be a simple slash attack. This includes damage from minions and fiends. This excludes damage from minions and fiends, which is great. Effect is uncleansable. So, and of course, Gazelle or those heroes will clear it up. There are certain heroes, their buff and dance clears things up. Okay, both this side or that side. This is a good hero, but there is another green, but I think this one is a better one. Edges of the formation. So that's that. I'm going to do one more quick verification. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Heroes have utility and are good. Let's look at the rates. If they change the rates. Featured heroes 1%. Legendary event hero 1.5%. Okay, fair enough. I have, and I'm not going to use, if I do one pull, then I will not be able to do any buy-in in the tournament, which is fine actually. I don't give a fuck about the tournament these days so much. So let's do one. I might do the tower, not do the tower, I don't know. So if I get 31 coins, I'll have another pull. So that's it. I just wanted to have this fun rather than constantly being worried, oh, come on, gems, this, gems, that. No. I hope this clarifies things to you, gives you an idea about the heroes, because these are unique heroes. And for those players who are playing the game and are pulling, well, these are fun heroes. And they have unique uses, not the plain Jane hammer and tongs use. So you'll have to think and use them. And the era, looking at the game speed, the era of waiting for the last charge is gone. The first charge is what I now look at. If the first charge is a winner, job done. And that's what I do. I basically am, unless there is a cascade and the hero charges to the second or the third. 2 of the tower heroes that I use a lot with my dark team are Nyx and Amethyst. Both of them are constantly firing away at their first charge. That's it. So it defies logic. Why? Because Nyx, first charge, she provides a buff. and she starts the damage part. And then Amethyst fires, puts the fiends on everybody. The work has already started, and then whatever happens, happens. So the hero specials will determine, and usually Tower Fellows are first and second charge gameplay. But I look for in Tower Heroes the first charge impact, and if that is amazing, I just stick to that. So that's my strategy. You have got enough videos to see in the form of war and tournaments. Good luck with your pulls. Congratulations if you've already landed someone. And see you in the next video. Cheers.